And don't think because I was by myself, that's the reason why I didn't say nothing. Because I will say something in a heartbeat, whether I'm with my family, by myself. I lied. I totally freaking lied. It wasn't on purpose. You know how you could tell a lie on accident? But I lied. And I feel bad. But the truth is, all right, y'all, please forgive me if I have any tuna in my teeth. Because all I had was tuna and crackers, and then the one taco today. But I wish I could show y'all my kid. He wants to play football, and a part of their PE, they have to play football at school, or soccer, or basketball. And I'm just watching him run this field, and I'm like, I've been telling my son no, because the moment son tackle you, I'm gonna want to, yeah. And I think I'm gonna be in my feelings, and I have to learn how to let go, you know, like, and trust that it's gonna be okay, and that's a part of the game. But you have some kids that are poor sports, like yesterday, for instance, where the kid, you know, was like, hey, you made me get mud on my Air Forces, white Air Forces. And everybody's like, he didn't even touch you. That wasn't even him. You slipped on the mud. But because he's so, I guess, in competition with my kid, he wanted to be a problem. So he's continuously trying to make it a problem. My son walks away. He walks up on them. You know, they do the big muscle stuff. So my son turned around. He was like, look, dude. He was like, what's up? You want to fight? Because I already done walked away. Everybody done already told you that I did not touch you. I'm not the cause to your shoes getting messed up. So when my son asked him, what's up? Like, what do you want to do? Like, because I'm not about to back down from you. You know, like, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get suspended. I want my mama to be proud of me. These are all conversations that we have had. And I'm not assuming. These are conversations that me and my son have had. So I'm gonna try to do this. So, you know, he doesn't want to get in trouble. Like, you know, he has had fights, and they labeled him as using excessive force with his hands, not with any type of weapon or anything. So, you know, he's trying really hard, you know, to turn the other cheek. But I said that to say, I know some kids are poor sports, like I said, and therefore if they lose, you know, they're not feeling too great about, you know, their the game, you know, in which how they're playing, or how they're, like I said, losing. I don't know a lot about sports. I don't know what terms to use, but all I know is if they losing, you know, some kids will tend to be poor sports, and therefore they will have poor what is it called, yeah. So it's just something that I don't want to even have to worry or add to my list of worries. But like, that's not a part of life. I have to let my son breathe and live, you know. And I know my mom told me when I was in school, I wanted to play volleyball, and she told me no, because I would get all scraped up. My knees would get all banged up and scarred up. And I really wanted to play volleyball, you know. But once she told me my knees was gonna get scraped up, I was like, oh, never mind. So it wasn't nothing I held on to, like, my mom never let me play and I resent her. No, none of that. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna let my son play football because he is out there. Let's make sure he wasn't fighting. He's out there doing his thing. Like, I've seen him play in the street in front of my house before, and he's fast. Like, he's oh god, like electric, like, you know, like lightning. And he's very athletic naturally, you know, like I'm sure that boy ain't got no body fat, probably 0% body fat, all muscles. So yeah, but I initially picked up the camera to talk about those little two hood rats in a line behind me, and it's just so sad that some people are so miserable with their lives, and you know, at such a young age. And I think it has a lot to do with how they're being raised too, the environment that they're in. You know, they're a product of their environment, and therefore this is what they're displaying in public. They were just doing and saying things, you know, like, and you got to be a strong person to not be like, who are you talking to? Because, you know, but it's like, you're not talking to me, so there's no point in me turning around and ask you who you're talking to. I'm not going to give you what you're seeking, what you're thriving, what you're thirsty, hungry for, I'm not gonna give it to you. As long as you don't touch me or come to my face and say, excuse me, you right there with the True Religion hat on and the black glasses and the all black with the scratch on your chest, I hear no evil, see no evil, up until you cross that line. But yeah, they were just doing little petty stuff, you know, like, oh, like how can I even, oh, for example, this kid, Mexican kid, walks behind them, and I don't know, because they're behind me, if he accidentally bumped into them and didn't say excuse me. I know I have a problem with that. When people bump into me and don't say excuse me, I feel some sort of way. But she was like, damn, you could say excuse me, the fuck? And I'm just like, y'all can't see me rolling my eyes, but I was rolling my eyes. And it was just giving like, you know. She was like, she was like, I need to get out of here. She was like, because it's just people too close for me. And I'm like, well, she ain't talking to me again, because if anything, you're too close to me because you're behind me, sweetheart. But it was the way she was saying it, you know, as if like, again, she wants my attention. So I go over to look at the lotion while I'm in line, and she was like, you know, and that's, you know, something that I also feel like she was trying to get my attention, you know, for me to turn around and be like, you know, like mug her or be like, girl, you're not gonna, no, again, you ain't addressed me, so I'm not gonna address you. So as the line, you know, moves up, I move up, and I pull out my vlogging camera and I started vlogging, you know, my little pillows in the basket or whatever. And I heard one of them say something slick, but I couldn't really make out what she said. And I was just like, girl, totally act like they're not there. So as I'm at the register, I'm looking, there's a mirror in front of me, and the reflection is those two birds. And one of them had like a nappy red, oh my God, braids or a wig, you know, just looked dirty, like filthy. And the other one was just, yeah. So I'm just saying this, I'm saying this to say, y'all, when you're out and you see that people are trying their hardest to steal your peace, don't bite the bait. Okay, don't bite the bait, because at the end of the day, when you bite the bait, you are left to feel uneasy while they are feeling fed and they're thriving. You know, they're no longer thirsty, you know, because you gave them your energy. You know, it's almost like drinking poison, you know. So yeah, that's something I've been working on, though. That's something I've been working on. And don't think because I was by myself, that's the reason why I didn't say nothing. Because I will say something in a heartbeat, whether I'm with my family, by myself. But I'm working on that, because I've noticed, again, that it's like drinking poison. You give these people what they're looking for, and you guys exchange energies. And I'm not here for it. I have too much that I got going on in my life. You know, I have a beautiful, blessed life, a beautiful, blessed family, and I will be damned if I let two ducks in Ross take that away from me. You know, so yeah, I had to get that off my chest. But I got 15 minutes until my son get out, and I've been talking to y'all for 8 minutes and 33 seconds, and I'll talk to y'all when I get home. I will be taking my son again to the barbershop to get a lineup because he needs his hair lined. I don't know if I ever told you guys that he had an impulsive moment where he cut his dreadlocks off. Oh my God. He was like, Mom, I'm about to cut them. And this is not the first time that he has come to me, or I should say came to me, and, you know, I want to use the word threatened to cut his dreads off, but, you know, said he's going to cut his dreadlocks off. And I was like, you better not touch your hair. This time I was like, boy, whatever. And he was like, really? I said, whatever. I'm busy doing schoolwork, whatever. He cut the hair off. But he cut it off, and the girl that I took him to get a lineup, she jacked my baby up. She pushed his hairline all the way back. Like, it took him 2 weeks to get his hairline back. That's how far she pushed him back. So we will not be going back to that barbershop. We will be going to the barbershop that we originally was going to when we was coming here, in which we stopped going because I thought I was getting played. He was charging me $35 for a kid cut, and I just thought that was too much. But I'm noticing that they're charging that everywhere. And it wasn't even a cut, y'all. It was a taper. Like, I think there's a difference between a taper and a cut. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, he'll be going to get a little taper after school, and then we'll be going home. I don't feel like putting y'all on a tripod. One of the metal pieces in your waist trainer snap. And it's stabbing you in your back. I don't know if that ever happened to you guys, but it happened to me. So I am going in and trying to pull the other half out. I already got one half out, but this other half is playing with me, and I'm starting to get real mad, as you can see. But here's the first piece that snapped in half. Looks like I'm almost there, but it's being so stubborn. I wonder if I can just push it through. I don't know. I'm talking about, I've been dealing with this discomfort for a few days now, to the point where it drove me crazy this morning. And I was like, okay, here we go. See? It has to come out. So basically, at one point, it was like this, but I guess from all of the sweat, and I don't know, it just popped. And where it was popped at, it was stabbing me in my back, and it created a bruise, so I had to get that out. Somebody's actually sitting down eating in their high chair. Aww. Thank you. I made some beef love sauce and took it back to the sausage, Persian cucumber, and rice. I'm not gonna say it's a challenge or a mukbang, but it is what it is. Alright, so I'm gonna take my first bite.
What that be? What do that?
That I'm gonna dip in my cucumber and my sauce. Battery about to die.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.